Good morning, classmates. My name is Joanne May Orlanda, and for today's discussion, I will talk about relevance and appropriateness in the use of technology in teaching and learning. My topic has three parts. The first part is about Greg Schoenbeck's factors to consider when selecting educational technologies. Letter B is principles in selecting instructional media. Letter C is guide questions in the selection of instructional materials. So first, let us talk about Greg Schoenbeck's factors to consider when selecting educational technologies. Number 1, it needs to be accessible anywhere. Online textbooks have increasingly become the standard from secondary to higher education. School districts and universities alike provide students with tablets, laptops, and a capable Wi-Fi network. Many students also have their own personal electronic device. Logging into class online is quick and easy. Completing assignments or catching up on reading can be done on the go. Such functionality matches today's students' lifestyle, which is essential to student success. So in this factor, when you will going to choose or select your educational technology, make sure na accessible siya anywhere para mas mabilis or mas madali para sa learners na mag-access ng information through it. Number 2 factor, it offers a consistent look and feel. It means the look and feel of the online platform should be consistent across the board, no matter the electronic device. With the proper technology solution, students can access more than just pages of the text. The student experience becomes dynamic when homework assignments, study guides, concept summaries, reading quizzes, video tutorials, etc. are easy to find. Dito naman, dapat if ever man na mag-select tayo ng educational technologies, kailangan natin siguraduhin na pwede siya in any type of device para kahit anuman yung device na gamit ng learners, makasabay o makakapag-access pa din sila. Number 3 factor is easy to use. Once students log into your online course, how do they access the resources? The course dashboard should be intuitive once students have logged on. Users should seamlessly move between assignments, course materials, and gradebook hubs. Chances are if the online platform is cluttered, students will become discouraged, get frustrated, and log off. The most frequently used hubs must be easily identified from the jump. This speeds up the learning curve for students. Informative but straightforward assignments details should appear wherever a homework, quiz, or reading assignment is accessible to students. Gradebook features should include at-a-glance summaries. Students will properly budget their time once they identify the due date, point value, and topic of the study for their assignments. From the word easy to use, when we will going to select an educational technologies, make sure na madali lang para sa learners na mapag-aralang gamitin para hindi sila mahirapang mag-access ng information. Kasi oras na mahirapan sila, mawawalan sila ng ganang pag-aralan ito at dahil doon hindi sila makakasabay sa mga pagtuturo na gagawin mo. The number 4 factor is it offers data feedback. Data feedback allows us to adjust in real time. For student success, it's essential to keep the feedback loop open whether inside or outside of the classroom. With a proper course management platform, this can be accomplished. Settings such as multiple attempts on problems, hints, links to the text, and right or wrong indicators can be manipulated by the instructor. Student time spent on a homework problem, the number of tries attempted, and access date for the assignment are all valuable metrics. Are these statistics available to the educator with the least amount of effort? A teacher needs to view these figures for their students, especially struggling ones, for intervention and remediation. Sabi naman po dito, dapat yung technology na pipiliin natin, nag-offer siya ng feedback kasi yung feedbacks mas makakatulong sa mga learners or students to adjust or para matuto lalo na kung nahihirapan sila. Number 5 factor is it saves instructors time. Creating online assignments should be quick and easy. Can you filter by chapter, section, and type of assignments with a few clicks? Students need access to course materials with the fewest number of steps. Can you rapidly distribute these items to your classes? Mind-numbing tasks like homework grading can be performed by your technology choice. These simple changes undoubtedly lighten your workload. Dito naman po sabi dapat it saves instructors time. From the word itself, dapat yung pipiliin natin na educational technology is yung nakakapag-save ng time natin sa pag-explain sa learners kung paano siya gamitin. Dapat yung isang explain or isang paliwanag mo pa lang sa students mo, gets na nila kung paano gamitin. In this way, both students and instructors can save time. Number 6 factor is it's customizable. Technology needs to have the capacity for customization by instructor. He or she can then utilize the online platform to best suit the needs of the students given the specifics of their own classes. Dito naman po, kunwari if ever na nagkaroon ng problema sa technology na ginamit mo, ay meron kang pang backup plan. For example, if ever na magloko yung Google Meet, meron kang pangpalit sa kanya. Halimbawa nito ay yung Zoom. Next, let us talk about principles in selecting instructional media. Number 1 principle is principle of appropriateness. IM must be appropriate to the intended level. Dito, dapat yung instructional media na isi-select mo ay napropromote niya yung general and specific goals ng intended level mo. Halimbawa, kung vocabulary level, difficulty of concepts, methods of development, and interest appeal. Number 2 principle is principle of authenticity. IM must present accurate, up-to-date, and dependable information. From the word accurate, dapat yung IM na pipiliin mo is tugma siya sa target learners or students mo. Number 3, principle of cost. Substitutes must be considered first. Principle of cost, ibig sabihin, substitutes must be considered first sa pagseselect ng IM. Siyempre, dapat may budget. So, kapag yung nilaan na budget para sa gusto mong IM ay kulang, dapat may substitute ka na nakakapag-promote pa din sa learning na kailangan ng estudyante mo. Number 4 is principle of interest. Must stimulate curiosity or satisfy the learner's need to know. Dito sa IM na isi-select mo or kung magsiselect ka man, dapat i-consider mo yung interest ng student mo. Kasi kapag interesado sila, mas gusto nilang matuto or mas willing silang matuto and willing silang makinig sa mga sasabihin mo. The last principle is principle of organization and balance. IM must be well organized and well balanced in content. purpose of the material must be clearly stated or perceived. IM must catch the interest of the learner. Ibig sabihin, yung mga IM like computer, laptop, projectors, and so on na ginagamit sa learning process of students are accurate sa content at organized. Dapat yung purpose ng material na gagamitin natin ay stated. Now, let us move to the last part of my report. Guide questions in the selection of instructional materials. Number 1. Does the material or device have sufficient attractiveness or curiosity value for the children you teach? Be careful to think in terms of what you know about your pupils. Some materials have teacher appeal, others have pupil appeal. Be sure you know which is which. Dapat maging maingat tayo sa pagpili ng IM kasi yung iba mayroong teacher appeal pero wala namang student appeal. Ganun din naman sa student appeal, dapat mas priority natin yung attractiveness ng IM para sa learner. Number 2 is, does the material lead to learning or accomplishments which are in the mainstream of your pupils' needs? Sometimes a well-designed curriculum can be pulled to pieces by overemphasis on irrelevant activities. This question should not rule out recreational or contrast for fun activities and materials, but you should always be careful not to decide that certain learning experiences are important merely because good materials are available. Sabi dito, dapat mag-ingat tayo sa pagpili ng IM. Hindi dapat porke meron ng available na IM dyan, yun na agad dapat. Always nating i-consider your learning ng students natin. Number 3, are the contents and subject matter of the materials accurate and relevant? This question should be listed first if we are concerned about problems which might completely disqualify the use of an instructional material. Lagi nating titignan at pag-iisipan kung yung IM ba is accurate sa content and subject matter para hindi ma-disqualify or mawalan ng halaga yung use ng instructional media na pipiliin natin. Number 4, does the teaching value justify the cost of the material? This is a tough question because we like to believe that cost should not be a consideration when the need of children are concerned. But the facts of life dictate that since funds are always limited, you have to face this issue. How do you know in advance about the teaching value? You don't. Small-scale trial uses of new special expensive procedures and materials will help you get such information. There are sad tales still being told about schools that made lavish investments in certain untried teaching machines. When teachers found that they couldn't use them effectively, the machines were prematurely retired to dusty storage rooms. Ibig naman pong sabihin dito, involved sa pagpili ng IM yung magiging gastos o funds. Pero sabi nga dito, yung funds is limited lang. So ano yung pwede mong gawin para ma-meet mo pa din yung goal mo sa learnings ng students? Pwede ka naman maging innovative na hindi kailangan ng sobrang mahal na materials, but always make sure na mamimit pa din dito ng students mo yung goal mo sa pag-aaral nila. So the last guideline question is, can the materials or the procedures which the material suggests be adapted to better meet individual or local needs? In the case of materials which require correction or improvement, the necessity of adoption is obvious, but many materials which have no particular flaws can become even more effective and more relevant in the hands of an imaginative teacher. Dito naman po, magde-decide si teacher kung need ba ng adoption, need ng changes para maging effective yung mga materials na gagamitin mo. You can use your imaginations or creativity just to enhance the learning of the pupils.